Hello, welcome in. There we go. Bum, ba, bum. Just fixing a few things. Perfect. All right, hello, welcome in. My name is Watson, and today I'll be working on a platform, or I will be working on improving our homepage for Arthur Labs, a rapid prototyping agency. Quick showcase here is the current website that we have. I built this a while ago. It's fine, it's functional. It's just a little clunky, a little disorganized, and yeah. To brief, we have the home page that changes the background every time you refresh the page. We have all the side conversations about what we do. We have the main title, the description, and a contact. It's pretty bland, it's pretty minimal, but it's functional. You'll see that we have multiple pages. So builder.arthurlabs.net, we have multiple subdomains that do different stuff of our work. A consistent design scheme that I was going for was to be able to create an ultimate hero page, no, ultimate navigation for each one of my web pages. Um, this is the contracting page or the subdomain for Hi. It's for Arthur Labs itself. It's a little bit frustrating because it gets a little laggy right about here. And I assume it's because we're loading 16 different photo assets or pieces of our portfolio all at the same time. So it's a little bit of a quick, I don't know if you can see that, boom, a little bit of a glitch right there. But we also have the other pages as well, such as docs.arthurlabs.net. We can do the same thing, be able to go to our crypto tax. Some of our pages don't even render, so a 1099 tax form, here I can show you guys. Let's go to crypto. One of our pages don't even render, but essentially this is a platform to be able to view your tax work itself. So you could select your wallets, paste it in, and get a complete outline of the projects of to get your 1099 DA form, which is basically a crypto tax form to see how much you've earned in revenue and losses. Anyways, what I'm getting at is we have a lot of dedicated websites without a big or useful homepage. And so that's what I'm going to be working on today. Go back to the blocks, GitHub, you can see our work. Cool, not a big deal. You can see the white paper or the thesis of Arthur Labs, as well as how to contact us. You'll see I'm looking for a consistent design scheme where it's black, minimalistic, with an ultra navigation and a consistent footer that you can kind of see what we do. A lot of these are kind of based off Vibe, and a majority of these are all based off Vibe. And there's a few back-end changes that I'd like to change as well, such as using Cloudflare instead of Supabase, using ShadCN instead of pure Tailwind, and then being able to use and merge all of our photo assets together. So what I'm thinking so far, boom, 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 we'll close these. What I'm thinking so far is keeping the photo asset generations definitely on the page, but having much more of an interactive, dedicated homepage itself. Since the last time I've tried vibe coding this stuff, I can show you guys. PNVM run dev. This is gonna look horrible. I'm not happy about this. But basically, this was the last previous boilerplate design scheme that I was looking for. So you have downwards, kind of a Z motion of all of our work, but you'll see a lot of this text is overflows, such as here, right there. You see that little graphic right there? That's disgusting. These right here kind of overflow. The background here as well changes quite often. Well, every single time you refresh. Boom, 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 boom. So we set up a few random gradients and it looks fine, but it's not the best. This is a part of our larger or more recent project called Hi. I love the background of this design. I love the homepage aesthetics of this all. And I love the capabilities that we've built with this page. The only concern here is this is for, again, a previous build. And I'm thinking about considering revamping this into a consistent design scheme for Arthur Labs. Um, Stuff like such as these navigations, I was able to build pretty easily. You'll see that these little icons is a dedicated library. I could probably show you guys that too. CD desktop projects, LS, CD, Pixel. No. Yeah, Pixel. Npm run dev. Now let's do npm run dev. What I want to showcase to you guys is a quick little build that I've done previously. Here, let's get rid of the node package manager. PPM lock, let's delete that. Let's delete PPM lock. Package lock, we don't need. Install. Yeah. Let's do that again. Yeah, I guess. Ignore build scripts. Okay. So what we're doing here, this is a quick pixel art design scheme tool that I built for Arthur Labs, or for Hive a while ago. It looks fine. Like, there's not much to it. It's just a bunch of like dedicated square grids. So I'm considering finding a way to revamp or implement these as well. Being able to trace, all this cool stuff. A lot of these don't face much value or face much motion. They're just like stuck in a, what is that, like a 10 by 10 grid maybe? Or, well, that one's 5 by 5, this one's 5 by 5, this one looks like it's, yeah, 5 by 5. So all of these are stuck in a 5 by 5 grid, which kind of like looks pretty minimalistic, but pretty ineffective. If I can consider turning one of these into like a 50 by 50 grid, into a much more realistic ASCII design, that would be pretty cool. So another thing I want to work on too is a client site. I love the way that this site handles, sorry, lazy loading, boom, 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 hard refresh. Something that I like about the site that I've done for Aniston, a client, is be able to render like these ASCII characters, boom, 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 boom. Hopefully you guys can see that. Stuff like these mail icons, as well as this phone icon. I love the ability to turn real photos into interactive experiences. Typography is kind of fine. It's not the best, but it's good. Yeah, same thing with here, like a film camera. Same thing with here, typewriter. It's frustrating because it has to load once initially when the user interacts. There's ways to, work around that. And then they have a home page background. Looks pretty cool. So, all in all, what I'm trying to get at is I'd like to consider implementing pixel designs with interactive call to actions or interactive sections and a depth-based background itself. Mixing all this together will be quite intense, but whatever. We'll find a way to make it work. Another tool that I used inside of Hive was to create like a glitchy based design scheme for the video generations in the background to make it a little more interactive, as well as have movable characters or mouses on the homepage. Last thing I love doing is like canvas creations too, and all that cool stuff. So let's start scheming. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna throw this away. I don't think there's much value in any of this. Like, I do have the photo assets of everything I built, which is good, but I don't have the right design scheme by any means. And there's not really much of a point of starting this. I like the bottom page, hard black and white. It's great. It's great. quick side note of what I've been inspired by recently was llama.llama. Their homepage looks pretty solid. I love this loading page, and I love the abilities to have these rendering and changing backgrounds constantly. If you can look right here where the mouse is, you see a little bit of a heavier grain in the center with a little bit more of a pixel gap outside, and obviously it flows away. So it feels pretty smooth, looks pretty sick. And then a lot of their changes are based off like this, I don't know if you guys can see that well, but how do I say this? Bust glass. What does that look like? It kind of looks like the glass on a bus that has like the fading away dots, if that makes sense. So I'm going to look into that. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Alright, to the drawing board. Let me connect my Remarkable, and let's get started. Probably only have like an hour here before I have to get going anyways, but it'll be a quick warm-up. Let's see if I can get this loading. Trying to mock up a homepage design just a little bit. I'm horrible with designing homepages on pen and paper, but I'm better at like playing it by vibe, you know. I do also like the chemistry-based designs too that they have. I don't know if you guys saw that well, but like a lot of this is fire. I do like the yeah, that section itself. I do like the idea of being able to merge chemistry with there we go. I do like the idea of mixing chemistry with home pages so that you can kind of get a much more of a natural reaction. Alright, let's try this. Boom, boom, boom. Interact. Error response. Let me try and figure this out real quick. CD desktop. Alright, it's not really showing, but I'll get going on this just in case. I can get that shared in just a minute. So what I'll work on is a home page with a navigation. I think it also depends heavily on the information that we want to render too. I don't know, what do you guys think? Is it worth building everything on the informational on the left side and then everything cool on the right side? Do we want to split it up, or do we want to be able to kind of create a sway? I guess what kind of motion do we want the user's eyes to go through? I personally don't think we have enough assets to make the constant left and right side justified, but it could be pretty cool. We got the navigation. Then we have a footer. I guess the footer shouldn't have to be remained constantly, but let's see. I guess, yeah, we wouldn't. Yeah, we do want to display a section location. Okay. Let's try that. No. Yeah, we don't need that homepage. Boom. Okay. It's kind of annoying that you guys can't really see this, but oh well. I don't know if I like that. I don't really have content to fit that design. Yeah, I got a lot of space. Arthur Labs, Rapid Prototyping Agency, lots of extra space. I could probably do a little extra space. So I'm trying to think of how I can best occupy this space, right? Because I have this Arthur Labs right here. I probably want to move that down here. Anyway, I can probably take a screenshot of this. Boom. Let's do this. Go Claude. Design. Booth Arthur Labs. Text to the bottom left. Move Rapid Prototyping Agencies to the top left. Make the background fit the content. Let's see if that works. What we're doing is essentially trying to verify that we can move this down there, text right here, up here. We'll probably get rid of the logos and stuff here, but we could do like a logo here at the bottom left. Yeah. Alright, so I think I have a setup kind of going on. Now let's see. I think a lot of home pages have a natural loading page that goes out, which is sick. That render, we should probably get a render going of a loading page. We could either use Arthur or Labs. I think we should probably have a logo situated or text situated as pixel art right here, fading away. So we try it.